This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This is your boy Blak Magus, and just have a question to ask you guys because I've been sitting here thinking about this. So as you know, God of War, the PlayStation 4 exclusive, has got a release date. It is April 20th, 2018. And they released a new trailer, basically a new story trailer, giving you a little bit more insight on what's going on and what the premise of the whole story is going to be. Now, I will say this, if you haven't seen it, check it out only if you don't care about getting kind of clues as to what's going on, because it definitely does paint a very clear picture of what the situation is with Kratos and his son and what their purpose is in this game. So if you're someone who is interested in this but you don't want to have anything spoiled for you, I'd say don't watch it, because it's done like most Hollywood trailers are done now, where they give you that big story reveal trailer that probably hints to some major points in the plot. So but it's a great trailer. I thought it was cool. It piqued my interest in him even more, so much so that I decided to go ahead and pre-order it on Amazon. Yes, I haven't pre-ordered a game in a while, partially because of my financial situation, but now things may be getting a little better, and since April is far down the road, I feel comfortable in pre-ordering and feel that I will have the money available at that time. That being said, I also thought about going to GameStop and just pre-ordering, because here's the situation. Now, anybody who uses Amazon.com knows that they have a pre-order discount for games on any system. That is a great feature, but there is well, I guess it's not a flaw, but it's a stipulation that for me kind of doesn't work too well, because it used to be you get the discount no matter what, and you could ship it wherever you want, and I used to ship mine to lockers. Then they switched that up and they made it so you only get the pre-order bonus if you ship it to your home address, which I think is kind of dumb, because what does it matter if you ship it to a locker or your home? You should still get it, because I've had arguments with Amazon about whether or not I can get delivery day. And let me roll that back. You do still get the discount. What you don't get is you don't get day one delivery, which you get if you ship it to your home, which I find is a weird rule. I mean, granted, I don't necessarily mind waiting a couple of days or so, but I've had issues with them doing that, because what they'll do is, since they offer day one delivery to people who ship it to their house, they'll ship out their stock up until they fulfill those people. And then if you're someone who didn't ship it to your home, you kind of get what's left over. And there's been a couple of occasions where there hasn't been anything actually left over, where I was like, yo, it's been a week, where's my goddamn game? And I called them, I was like, oh, it's on back order. Like, what? I pre-ordered this thing 3 months ago. What do you mean it's on back order? And then that's when I found out that bombshell, after it happened to me a couple of times, because the first couple of people didn't seem to understand why it was happening, and then finally someone told me, yeah, that's how it goes. That happened with Injustice 2. And that's when I was like, yeah, I can't be pre-ordering games. I might as well just wait and order them like maybe a week later, because if you do have an Amazon Prime account and you want to get this discount, you have up to 12 days to take advantage. 12 days from the release date of the game. So anytime before or 12 days after the game comes out, you can get that 20% discount that they give, which is pretty cool, because as it stands now, it would only cost me $50 for God of War. Now, $10 isn't a huge amount of money, but
it's a good savings because you pay $60 everywhere else, including digitally, which I've been arguing about for years. That this whole wanting to go to digital trend makes no sense if you're gonna still be charging me $60 for that, because you don't have to worry about packaging, you don't have to worry about production. You just upload the damn file and then I download it. So why am I paying you the same price? Should be discounted because you're making full money off of something that you're paying less of your um, production expenses on. That's just my 2 cents on that. But yeah, so I considered ordering something from GameStop, and many people who know me, I hate GameStop. It kind of hurt me to go to GameStop to get my PS4 Pro because I just don't like their services, their policies per se. Um, and you know, a lot of the GameStop stores, especially around here, don't really know how to treat their customers. Especially if you live in, like, I hate to say this, but in the hood, quote unquote, they just have no customer service skills. And that's sad. But it is what it is. I got my PS4 from there, and so I'm thinking maybe I should give them a shot. And here's another reason why I've thought about giving them a shot, because their rewards point system seems pretty decent. Doesn't hurt the fact that I got over 20,000 when I purchased my PS4 Pro, because I traded in a bunch of stuff and did all that, and then that one, the PS4, gave me I think like 8,000 points or some crazy number, and so I had points left over from when I originally was a Power Up Rewards member, and now I have it once again, and it's like I got those points. If I calculate it right, I can get at least $25 off on anything, so I can actually get God of War for almost half price. At the same time, I don't want to mess with GameStop, and I don't want to open up the idea that if I really want a game on release day, I should just go ahead and pay the full 60 and go to GameStop. Because the thing is, with shipping it to my house, there's a lot of risk. Again, I mean, and I say I live in the hood, it's not super hood. Anybody who lives in the area of Maryland, where I'm from, knows that it's only hood because the people choose to be hood. It's more, it's like, it's suburban hood, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Um, it, it's like y'all don't have to be this way. It's not like you're in the inner city, struggling to find something to do, an outlet or opportunity. But that's a sociological discussion that I'm not getting into. Anywho, so our building, we have a secure door, but the secure door is broken because some hood kids broke the goddamn lock, and so anybody can walk in and out of our building. Post office has been prone to leave packages in front of my door. I don't want games left in front of my door. And since I can't get it on release and I run the risk of having to wait for back orders by shipping it to a locker, GameStop might be the better option. Yeah, I will save the $10 or with Amazon, but I run the risk of saving $10 but losing out on 50 because I don't get my shit. You know what I mean? And then I have to go through this whole thing with Amazon trying to get another one and seeing if I can have it shipped someplace else. And I can't ship it to my job because my job doesn't do stuff like that. So, yeah, it may be less hassle free to just go to the local GameStop, pre order it, and then just pick it up after work. So I just wanted to know, what would you guys do in my situation? Would you start fucking with GameStop again? Or would you just stick to the Amazon method? And if you have another option, please let me know. I would love to know. Part of me has thought about stuff like Best Buy, but that would mean investing in another membership, and I don't know what their discount is. If you know what their game discount is, let me know. Um, Best Buy is not really in my direction going home, and that's the thing. I pass pretty much a GameStop. I passed several GameStops on the way home from work, so it would be nothing to pick one up, pick the game up, and go straight home. You know what I mean? I have one I have 2 within 10 minutes of me, 3 within 15, and she's probably like 5 within 20 minutes or 25 minutes. So they're very, very convenient in that area. There's another option too, which is Amazon again, but instead of having it shipped to a locker, shipped to the Amazon store, which we have one, but it's in College Park, Maryland. Just for reference, I live in Capitol Heights, Maryland. I work in Fort Washington, Maryland. So to come from home or work to get it like from home wouldn't be that bad if it's my day off and I can just go at any time of the day. Traffic is not that heavy, although in College Park, sometimes traffic can be heavy like all day, especially if there's something going on like a game or something like that. But coming from work, I usually get off between the hours of 4 and 6. That's rush hour. Coming in, anybody who lives in this area who knows where Fort Washington is, traveling from there to College Park on the Beltway ain't fun. And then you get into the College Park traffic, ain't fun. Get to the store and then get through that mess. Because if I remember where it's supposed to be, it's not in the most friendliest of areas as far as convenience. So it'd be a hassle. I would spend probably at least 45 minutes to an hour in traffic getting there, and then the same trying to get out. Just depending on traffic. I mean, it could be done in 30 minutes given good traffic, but I'm not counting on that with people going home at that time. Schools letting out, or school buses rolling back to the depots and all that shit. Like rush hour transit, for public transportation. It's all types of shenanigans. And anybody who knows me knows I hate to drive, even though I don't mind the convenience of driving. I hate to drive, especially in this area, because this area is some bullshit. I got a lot of issues with getting games, y'all, so I need some help. Anyway, as always, feel free to hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Blak, Magus, and I'm out. Deuces.